The toughest obstacle in training that we've found so far is not necessarily the physical side or the mental side. I think people that take this on have got a strong mental attitude already because they've joined it for many reasons and they want to set themselves a goal and achieve that goal, whether it's getting fit themselves or raise money because they've got their own personal reasons to do. We'd take people to give them a bit of a shock up a pretty steep hill to begin with, and one of the first occasions we went out, one of the riders literally threw his bike into the gutter, not realising what he'd signed up for and not believing he's going to be able to do this challenge.
I first heard about the Alps when a friend told me about it at the cafe stop one day. He said, there's this Alps challenge if you fancy it. Me and my friend said, well, that sounds great. Some of the great climbs. And then when I looked at the route and the stats came through, I thought, oh my God, this is not holiday.
Rosemary is the local cancer charity for Lancashire and South Cumbria. We're based at the Regional Specialist Cancer Centre at Royal Preston Hospital, but also support cancer departments and units and services around Lancashire and South Cumbria at other hospitals including Barrow, Burnley, Kendal, Blackburn, Blackpool and Chorley.
Blackburn Youth Zone is a young person's charity. We have young people here from 8 to 18 up to 25 with disabilities. It represents opportunity, hope, building aspirations, but especially for Blackburn with Darwin, it really represents a cultural community coming together.
It's one of the very few institutions in town where white and Asian youngsters come naturally together. For some youngsters, it's just a way of them spending their time. For others, it can be life-changing in terms of the opportunities and the support that it provides.
Blackburn Youth Zone means a lot to the young people that attend. It gives them somewhere to go, it gives them empowerment, it gives them education, it gives them a family.
We moved on to a ride called the Lakeland Loop, and that was around 60 miles, doing 7 of the climbs in the Lake District, and culminating last weekend in the Fred Whitton, which is the toughest road race in Britain. A whole bunch of the challengers would never have envisaged this, but they did over 100 miles in the day, 110 miles, and climbed 13 mountains in the lakes.
When we did the Lakeland Loop and the Fred Whitton, we climbed Hard Knot Pass, and Hard Knot Pass is very, very tough. After 90 odd miles, you're faced with this, something like 2 miles of half of it's 20% gradient, and your mind is saying, what are you doing? This is too hard. You've got to stop. I've never been in the red as much in my life, and just to get up that hill, it was a massive effort. I'll never forget.
The money raised from this event through the French Alps cycle ride will be absolutely vital to Rosemary's £1.5 million 20th anniversary appeal. A major part of that appeal is to fund a surgical robot that is the most advanced of its type available on the market and will be the only one of its type in the north of England at present. The only other surgical robots of this specification available are available in the south of England, so we're going to be a regional specialist centre for surgeries of certain types of cancer. So it will enable local patients to get access to the best possible treatment and care available.
The money raised by the Cycle Challenge will make a fantastic difference to this youth zone. We have to find £1.2 million every year. We get just short of 200,000 for the local authority, so we have to find £1 million a year. And about 45% of that comes from trusts and grants, but the other 55%, £550,000, we have to raise by this kind of activity or from local businesses.
Day 2 in the Alps was the toughest, I'd say. We knew it was going to be the hardest. 15,000 feet, 90 odd miles, 3 major climbs, and ending with Alpe d'Huez. But to make it worse, there was really bad weather, thunderstorms, torrential downpours. At the top of the Glandon we were shattered, and we had to get down that, which was freezing cold, to face Alpe d'Huez, and that was a shocker. The great thing about this trip is the friends you make, because you share the experience. You don't have that much time to socialise, but to sort of achieve what we've achieved together is great. It's a great feeling. At the time I thought it was really hard. Not so much the gradients weren't shocking particularly, it was just the relentlessness of the climbs, going on and on and on. And you almost just get into a rhythm and your mind's just saying, keep going, keep going, keep going. Eventually it's going to end. And it does, and then you look back and think, yeah, that was fantastic, I really enjoyed that.
Brilliant. Well done, Pilkey. Well done, Pilkey. Spot on, mate. Well done.